Good news, everyone. This episode of Flix is presented by Podgo. Podgo is the easiest way to monetize your podcast, providing podcasters a flat rate for ad space so you always know how much you get when you include an ad from Podgo. We recently joined as a member, and you can too. Apply today to become a member and immediately be connected with advertisers that fit your audience. That's podgo.co at podgo.co. I hope you enjoy this episode.
Cue the singing giraffes! Hey guys, welcome back to Flix. I'm Sam. We're a podcast that rates movies unprofessionally, and we're kicking off your afternoon in the best way possible.
Oh, that was the joke.
That was the joke? I knew you guys wouldn't like it.
I was looking down
until Adam said it.
Yeah. You gotta do the badunts.
It's kicking off.
I got it. I get it.
I followed.
I follow, yeah.
Do you guys want to introduce yourself? Or you're
I
just
don't
going to
know
hate
my
on my
name.
joke?
It's Tom, right?
Yeah.
He forgot his name.
Yeah. Tim, I guess. I guess I'll go next, yeah.
No, you guess your name is Tim.
Yeah, I guess my name is Tim. So you can find us on various social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that. At Flix is our handle, sort of thing. Hashtag, whatever you want to call it. We post episodes every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then occasionally we have bonus episodes. So we'll give you heads ups on those. If you want to watch whatever we're watching for the week, we'll post it. We'll let you know. Yeah, on to Adam, I guess.
Well, thank you. I think your name is Tim, but
Yeah,
we don't
I don't even know why I said that.
It might be Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, that could be it. Look at grape. All
Yeah,
right, good.
Bigfoot. My name is Adam. Welcome to Flix, home of the Flix. We are basically a book club, but with movies.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We just kind of discuss it. We kind of rate stuff, but
Sort of.
not always.
Yeah, some people might say that we don't rate things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just mean. But others might not.
That is true. This week we watched the movie The Fifth Quarter.
And if you haven't caught on
yeah.
yet, it's a football movie.
It is a football movie. Its
You
kickoff
Yeah.
Kickoff.
was kind of pointing out that we got a football film.
Yeah, but if you didn't catch it, that's okay. It was a terrible, terrible pun.
That we missed.
My other one was better.
It did not go through the uprights.
No.
Okay, anyways, you can
Get
catch
it.
this. That was a football reference, Samantha.
Okay.
We watched this movie on Crackle, but it's also available on Tubi, both very free platforms. But we just tend to go to Crackle for some bizarro reason.
How does one platform become very free?
It's more free than free.
Than other free platforms?
Yeah.
Okay.
As in, you don't have to make an account?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, free.
Okay.
And it's what is it? Comedy chicken noodle for the soul or something?
Chicken soup for the soul.
That's their like
Entertainment.
slogan.
Yeah.
Chicken soup for the
Whatever that means.
But Sam picked a drama, Tim picked Crackle as our platform, and I picked the number 33 for our pick 3 edition for this episode.
Yes.
Yep.
So, Fifth Quarter. The synopsis is, driven by the tragic and fatal car crash that took the life of his 15-year-old brother Luke, and wearing Luke's number 5 jersey, John Abate helps to lead the Wake Forest Demon Deacons to the most successful season in school history.
Spoilers!
Spoilers!
Probably should have said that before the synopsis. But you can read the synopsis on any movie at any time.
Yeah.
And it's from
Yeah.
2011, so.
Yeah, it's old.
It's old. Now, one of the best parts about Crackle is it tells you why it crackles.
Oh, my favorite part.
And this one is just wonderful because it's not really about football, man. It's about being human.
That's why it crackles. So good.
Indeed.
What does
I like
it
that,
mean?
though. I like that they do that. I didn't read that, and I was a little confused by your text, but, you know. Yeah, I like that
it
they
was
do
great.
Yes.
It's their own little thing.
Yeah.
Sony's Crackle.
Yeah.
And it's always great.
Yeah.
It's always great.
Now, the critics rated this one on Rotten Tomatoes as a 57%.
Ooh.
The audience as a 62%.
Right.
IMDb at 5.6 out of 10. And then Google with their strong rating of 85%.
No! Google!
We dropped below
I think
90%.
I think anything below 90% for Google at this point is just a not pass. Like, it's like,
You mean like the Blob?
yeah, anything below 90% for them is like a nah, dog. That's a no from me, you know? Like,
Yeah, it's really either 90 or more or not.
Or just no.
That's their 50% mark is 90%.
yeah, 90% is
Yes.
actually 50%. Yeah.
It's like the US education system.
Oh,
Like to
gosh.
get a passing grade,
They study for the test.
you have to be yeah.
Oh my.
Anywho, we're going to go away from that. And what were your initial expectations, Timothy?
Mine? Oh, so I didn't read anything about it, and I didn't read it why it crackles. So I was
Ooh.
like, all right, it's,
Bold move there, Kakarot.
yeah. I mean, that's what I've been doing, sticking to it. And judging by the name and the picture of the movie, it was going to be a football movie. I figured most football movies are inspirational movies, and they're hit or miss, and I've never heard of this one, so it's probably a miss. So I went into it with hopes that it would be watchable, even though I feel like I've never heard of it, so it'd be a miss. But, try to keep it positive.
Sam, on to you. She hates football movies. So automatically she hated it.
No. I was trying to set my expectations because I'm just going to say my expectations were totally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting, I saw the trailer, right? So.
Because we're not like Tim. We'll watch the trailer. We'll read about it.
Sometimes, but it's not like we do extensive research. But sometimes we'll watch a trailer, sometimes we won't. So I knew it was kind of like a tragic football movie, which I feel like is a genre as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like its own thing.
So I was expecting a football movie with a side of tragedy,
Right.
not a tragedy movie with a side of football.
Yeah.
So my expectations were a little bit off.
Mm-hmm.
Adam?
My expectations were, it looks like a sad one, but I hadn't heard of it. And then I found out it's a real story, so I was like, what?
Yeah.
That was my...
But then again,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was in high school and I did not give two shits about football at that point in time. And so I don't know how I missed it. I wasn't watching ESPN.
Right.
I actually was not watching ESPN.
Right.
So, I missed it clearly. So, yeah. My expectations were it was going to be an inspirational football film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the way that it set it up in the trailer, I don't think it said it was based on a true story, so I was
I
also
think it
expecting it to
might
be
have.
fiction.
I don't know. We watched it 2 weeks ago. The
Yeah,
trailer.
I could be totally wrong.
I will say, I was trying not to be super judgy about it because I got the vibe that it was based on a true story.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
And usually, those movies are harder to put into movie form, kind of. And so, the whole time I got that vibe and, how it was made and how it was, everything. So I might be less harsh on this movie because of that, but I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Now, are you guys sports fans?
No.
Sam.
In the middle.
Played 'em,
Depends
didn't
on
care
the
about 'em.
day.
Yeah. I didn't play football, but I watch football.
Yeah.
Tim played football, but does not watch football. Sam watches it when it's forcibly put on television.
Yes, there you go.
/ watches the ads of the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
/
That's why I watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I don't even watch it. I just go to YouTube afterward.
Yeah, well, no, I do watch
Less of
it.
a time investment.
You mean the 4 hours? Hey, now, Adam what was Adam? Not Adam Driver.
Not Adam Driver.
What was the one 2 years ago? What's that, Adam?
Adam
Maroon 5. And his
Levine.
Adam Levine strip show
Lavon?
for the ladies?
Ugh.
No? Not for Sam,
He's
apparently.
too old.
Too
Too
old.
old to be doing that.
Yeah, he's 39 or 40. So, too old for Sam.
Yeah.
I've only got 10 years left on me, guys.
You are not that old.
I mean,
Oh my God.
if he's 39 and I'm 29, I have 10 years.
Yeah. But you won't be stripping. for a halftime
You don't
show.
know.
That's true. Who knows? Your life could turn around and be crazy.
Oh, man.
Oh, my. Anywho,
Back to this film.
let's start with the opening scene. Can we start with the opening scene?
Which one? The 9-hour long intro song?
Not that one, but we can talk about that one
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, like, I understand it's a true story, but I can still destroy this intro song that just went on for about 5 minutes, it felt like. I was smashing my head into my notepad. And like, are we done yet? I don't know who Guy Stefan is, or Stefan Guy.
So here, what I'll do is I'll say my main overall thought of the movie, so I don't have to bring it up a lot, because I feel like I'll say it a lot.
Okay.
But you can still say it a lot.
No. The movie itself, I think the premise for it, whatever, was a good idea. I just think it was poorly executed, and the music was just, I don't know what the music was, but it just seemed to
You're
fit.
not a fan of Mama's Gravy?
I don't know. The whole time the music was just blech. But
It was very melancholy.
I
whatever that
don't
word is.
like. I don't feel like I would want to fault the actors or anything. Like, I can't say they're the most amazing actors in the world or whatever, but I don't want to fault them too much because I feel like the direction and the whole structure of the movie was just awkward to me. Like, I feel like exactly what it was, a drama with a side of football. I feel like they needed to show more of, I don't know, the brother that is affected while playing football, and then get into like the tragedy and stuff like that, and have more of a connection there. Because I feel like there was no connection, so I don't know.
You just know that they're best, like
yeah,
they're
I
really
mean,
close.
it's a family tragedy. You feel for them, and especially it being real, whatnot. But like, they didn't portray that strong. Like, I don't want to say strong enough, because they definitely had like a lot of support and whatnot going on, and showing the effect it had on the community, which is great and all. But it just, I feel like how they did it was hard for the audience to connect to it. I don't know. It just felt something didn't feel like it drew me in, I guess.
No, I would agree with that. So, like, the music was one of my sore points of beef as well, because every single scene seemed like it had to have some deep, meaningful, soulful music. Like,
Mama's
dude's
Gravy.
taking a shit, and we're listening to some soulful music. I mean, that didn't happen, but it was almost like
pretty
that.
much was like that, yeah. I think the music,
I mean, at
that's
one
part of
point
it.
he looked like he was taking a shit.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, it was just so hard. Like, it kept grating on me, because I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like if they would have used the music appropriately in certain moments, like, it would have been executed better, like you were saying, Tim. But because they just, like, slapped it in when they felt like it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then also, to talk to your intro, we've seen intros like that for sports movies, right? Like, they have the old photos.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But
they do.
again, it's not quite to that length. Like, why did we have to
I don't
watch
even
it for
know,
that
yeah.
long? Like, we get it after a few.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm just gonna say that I know Tim's like, oh, the acting. You talked about the acting. But one of my thing was they're in straight up the South.
Right.
Yes.
Where were my deep Southern
They
accents?
tried.
True.
They tried.
They did.
You
They
could hear
did.
it
I
from
saw
that.
the mom. The mom did it once, and I was like, there it is. Where'd it go?
The brother tried a few times, but
Yeah, well, they're at one point like diving deep into this family's history. Not really deep. I just read that the John main character is actually from Fort Lauderdale, so they might not have the Southern accent, because albeit Florida being in the South doesn't have the Southern draw.
yeah.
True.
But they were in like Kennesaw, Georgia,
Yeah.
which is just north. I think it's north of Atlanta.
Right.
I don't know my Georgia facts that much.
So
I
perhaps.
couldn't tell you, but
But it would have been nice if they
If you heard a little bit of a twang.
yeah.
set the scene better. Yeah, because at the beginning as well, they were jumping around so much. Because, like, they brought in the girl who he donates his heart to,
Lynn.
right?
Right.
And I felt like they brought her in super early so that you knew who she was.
Yeah.
But then it also just felt awkward. And same with the brother. Because, like, we're in Georgia, and then the very next second we're in wherever the brother is in Wake Forest.
Yep,
and then
and-
we're in Albany, and I'm like, where the fuck? What is
And
happening?
then they quit saying where they were located. And I'm like,
And that's what I was talking about. Is I think along with the music just being super distracting, pulling you away from the movie, is they needed to focus on the characters that were affected by it, so you felt for them rather than the actual kid that died. Like, I don't know. Like, they tried to focus on their feelings and stuff, but didn't portray it right. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, it felt like they had something, but they kind of just couldn't get there. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I think it needed to be fleshed out a little bit further because it kind of goes along with what we were saying earlier where, like, normally in these movies, exactly what you're saying, they, like, introduce your main character first.
Yeah.
And so I felt like this just focused on the accident, and especially, like, they were in the hospital for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, compared to usual movies like this.
Oh, yeah. I feel like the first 30 minutes was. The first third of the film was the accident.
I paused it, and like, it was 30 minutes, and they were still in the hospital.
Yeah, and, like, I get that. I just think that maybe, like, it suffered from, I don't know, maybe not editing, but, like, more story. You know what I mean? Like, I think they had an outline of what they wanted to do, but they suffered from focusing on certain parts for too long.
Yeah.
Because it kind of just drew you away.
Yeah, speaking
of the hospital...
Yeah. I feel like they just, like, the lady came in to, like, take his organs and the kid's not even dead yet.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on? This kid, what is he, like...
That was because they were not letting him be taken off life support, right?
I assumed.
I guess, yeah.
Basically, she was like, we need to get these body parts out of here.
Yeah, I think so, because didn't we just see the doctor say something about it? But what I thought was crazy was, it was later, like, all of a sudden, she's like, they're like, we're ready, just like the snap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah, we need that SpongeBob 30 minutes later sign.
Right, because... Again, like, the timing was weird because we've been in the hospital forever, right? In the movie timeline. And they were just tore up about it, which I get. And they were both like, no. And then all of a sudden, like, boom, she's back. Yes, we're fine with it. Like, take him. It was very mismatched.
Well, he did put organ donor on his license.
He did.
That's convinced all of us. I feel like there was much more debate that should have happened if they were that adamant about him not being donated. But legally, since he said he would donate body parts, I don't know what happens in that scene.
Yeah, I don't either.
I wonder if it's because he's not 18 kind of thing.
Yeah,
possibly,
probably.
Say or whatever. I really don't know. But, like, to me, it's like, whatever, what's the big deal? But, I mean, I don't, I don't know. I guess some people see it as, like, a gruesome act of, like, taking parts of you away. But, like, at the same time, it could save someone.
I'm an organ donor myself.
Right,
so.
same. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
So
we're not the right
people. We're not the right people to ask on this. We're all like, yeah, take my heart. I'm not using it.
Right.
Yeah. Again, I just think, like, the timing was weird.
Yeah.
But then also, how did you guys like how the entire high school was lined up in
It's
that
not true.
ways?
So weird, yeah.
I thought it was weird, but Tim.
Yeah.
Do you know approximately how big our high school was? Like, how many students?
Wasn't it like 800
would you guess?
Or something? Or that was
we had
just
500.
Like,
we had 500 per grade.
Yeah.
So we had about 2,000 students. In last year, their high school had 2,365 students.
Woo.
So I thought it was like a small town thing. No, they're like just a standard burb. But that being said, I don't know. It could have grown in the last 10 years.
True. Yeah.
True.
But that's like a massive growth if so.
Yeah. I just liked how they all showed up because that's just, like, not accurate. But then also, like, the dad was acting like he knew all of them, and that was also
Thank you
not
so
accurate.
much for coming. Well, they probably all went. They could have all gone to their church.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
true.
because there were a lot of people. Yeah.
Because, like, they're in the Bible Belt. And not just I'm going to stereotype the Bible Belt here. Very Baptist area, so I'm sure they're very, like, connected. I'm only guessing they're Baptist strictly because Wake Forest is a Baptist school.
Yeah, but, like, I didn't know everybody that went to my church.
That is true as well. That is true.
Like,
but there are
but I guess
and
if
stuff that is like that. Or like that.
Yeah, I was
small
going to
towns
say
are
it
different.
could be a smaller church, and also, like, if you went to school with them, you're more likely to know them. Because some of it was, like, coaches and stuff, which would make sense, but some of them just felt really random.
Right.
I don't know why.
And then the funeral scene with all the other, I guess it was other football teams players.
Yeah.
In every sport that I've played, I had to return my jersey at the end of the year.
Same.
So it was weird to me that they had their football jerseys in the spring. I only know it's spring because I played lacrosse, and he was at lacrosse practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam was a little messed up on the timelines there because they didn't really tell you the delay.
No, they don't. Yeah.
They don't, because you spent, like, a long time, right? And then we flip over to John. Is that his name?
John.
John.
John the body of body.
Yes, John. We flip over to John, and, like, he's super tore up about it, and it seemed like it had been a month.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I
She
got
thought
that
it was a
in my
month, and I was
head.
like, no, it's been like 4 or 5.
Right, but, like, it seemed like... But because once they finally threw in the dates for, like, the games, it had only been a month, like, from the first game to, like, the
September
late...
to October.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, so it's been, like, a month before that. It's been a couple months. And he's like, no, it's been, like, 6 months. I was like, okay, it would have been helpful to have that time frame.
Yeah. So one other note on this hospital scene. Where the hell was the sister Rachel?
I don't know.
Did they leave her at home that whole time?
Probably. I don't know.
That was weird to me. I was like,
odd.
why wouldn't the sister be there?
Yeah, I don't know.
I assume it's the sister.
Because everybody else was in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Even, like, no, Steven's the dad.
Steven's the dad. Adam's the brother.
lawyer brother.
It was confusing because of my family.
Also, they're the way that they looked. Well, confusing because of your family, but confusing because of the way that they looked. Like, when you first see Adam, he looks younger than John, but then you see him later and he looks older,
Yeah, he looks
and I'm
older.
like,
I will say.
when he opens his mouth, he sounds younger, so I was just very confused.
I will say, though, that those two brothers are probably max, like, 2 years apart.
Yeah,
they
they
gotta
don't
be
seem
around the
like
same
they're very
age.
far. Yeah.
Because they were both, still at school.
Yeah.
True. So that makes
that-
it a little more acceptable.
Yeah, the only reason you know that Adam is the older brother to John is because, hey, older brother, what's up?
Yeah, but I thought that was a joke because when
I don't
Adam
know why
was,
you thought that was a joke.
Because when Adam was talking, he so clearly did not sound like the older brother. I was just like, no.
So are you saying that
So I just scratched it. I was like, there's no way that's true. That's a joke.
Sam believes that the older you are as a guy, the deeper the voice has to be. So
Yeah.
that's how men's voice works,
Yeah.
especially when you're just casting random people.
Yes, definitely. Any questions?
That's why, like,
Well,
90-year-old 90-year-old men, you just can't hear them because it's just such a low frequency.
Oh, no. You can hear them because they're all like, what?
What? Huh?
Huh?
This is true.
I actually think that their voice good. Okay, we're not going to go on this tangent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so a quote I have is, "You're gonna shit in your pants, but you're gonna love it."
I remember
Proceeds to
that
kill the
quote.
guy. Oof.
That was rough.
I don't know how they came up with that quote.
I don't know.
I don't know. But then he gets airlifted out, and I'm really curious because getting an ambulance to the hospital, expensive as hell.
Yeah, no, sure.
1,000 plus. How the much do you think it costs to get airlifted?
A lot more.
Yeah. Thanks, Tim. That was fantastic insight on the value. If you...
a lot more.
No, I don't want to know.
The scale is
A lot more.
a lot and a lot more.
Yeah.
Just imagine
I
paying
don't
for,
know.
like, you're paying for fuel, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Helicopter fuel.
Yeah.
Also, why didn't they call the parents? Like, the hospital didn't call the parents.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't...
that was weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you're the parents, right? Here's some Livestrong bracelets.
That was my favorite part.
And then they're shown wearing the bracelets later. And I'm
Yeah.
like, woo!
She like gives her the Livestrong bracelets and then she holds them and then all of a sudden she's wearing them later. And then the best part was later on in the film, so that's all in the hospital, right? Later on in the film, a couple scenes later, they all have a Navy Livestrong bracelet on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. That's part of their family dress code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, maybe at the time, Livestrong was popular because they were popular for a long time. It's just very odd that the nurse just
No, that's
chucks it at
definitely
them.
the
Like, yeah.
timeline
Of
of
when they were
the...
popular.
Yeah, because they were around when we were in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And this movie took place in 2006.
Okay, so that tracks.
You could easily tell without the football uniforms by John's tribal tattoo.
True.
And the fact that they had flip-flops. Flip-flops?
Flip-flops. Yeah, they had like
Flip-flops.
razors.
Yeah. Somebody had a razor, and I was like, Sam, you had a razor.
I did.
You were real cool with that pink razor.
Heck yeah.
You had one?
I believe I did.
I know Tyler did.
Did you have one?
I think
Never.
everyone had one, pretty much.
Not Adam.
Nope, not
Well,
me.
not Adam, but I'm just saying most.
I had a brick. I had a Nokia brick forever.
I think I started with one of those, and then I got a razor.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Tim always had the high-tech phone.
Sure did.
The razors were very popular.
They were.
I know.
Everyone literally had one. And then I switched over to some random just flip phone, and I love that thing. I don't know what it was.
I was a Slider fan.
Did you have the sidekick?
No.
My sister had
Okay,
a
because
bunch
that
of
was also
sidekicks.
super popular.
I
Yeah.
got a flip phone once I graduated high school when I was 18. Sam.
So?
That's not true. I think I might have had one when I was like a junior. But
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure when I met you, you didn't have a flip phone, but I could be totally wrong.
I did not.
Yeah.
I might not have. I don't remember.
Anywho,
Yep.
let's just say if they would have made this movie a couple years later, or this would have happened a couple of years later, do you think that the nurse would have chucked silly bands at her?
Oh shit, silly bands.
Silly bang.
Give me that dinosaur silly band.
Oh, those were so cool.
What were they, like 2011?
I don't know. They were when we were at Kings Island. Whatever that would have been.
That's true.
Can you segue from silly bands?
Can I segue from silly bands? What'd you guys think of Justice?
Justice? You mean besides his name or his name?
His name.
Justice Beaver?
What?
It's a crime-fighting beaver.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's a joke from
I
The
was
Office.
thinking.
Oh,
okay. Not watched that enough.
Yeah.
To get that one.
Watched it too much. Continue.
Wooshed us. I was just gonna say, how good of a friend was this Justice guy?
He was good, but I do think him and the girlfriend were a little anal because they were in college and they were worried about him drinking every day. And I'm like, do you go to college?
They were like, I want to make sure you make it to football practice.
Yeah, but then they were also like complaining about how much he was drinking. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that checks. He's in college.
Yeah.
I think that just goes along with part of the structure problem with this movie. That's why I was like talking about. I could bring it up a bunch. Is like showing the concern for him. We don't feel it because you're like, he's in college. He's drinking every day. What's the big deal? But
Yeah.
like, it's
What's
obviously
new?
supposed to show that he's like depressed and not wanting to do stuff, and he's wanting to drink it away, kind of thing. Like with him sleeping in and stuff. But it's like they didn't portray
Then that
it.
power
well.
move.
Yeah, well, because he like skips class or whatever. And I'm like, again,
Yeah, right. Like.
this is college.
Sorry, Mom, I skipped a few classes.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm ruining my mother's life by telling her how my college years went, but like these are not necessarily red flags unless we had seen him earlier, right? And he was like Mr. to class early, but even then I still don't think it would really be a red flag cuz like come on.
In
hasn't
and of
skipped a
itself,
college
no, I
class?
don't think it was a red flag. But
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Now, did you think? Sam and I noticed that when he shoved all that shit, like that table on the floor, like there was no, like they pulled the screen out and then there was like nothing on the floor.
When he like freaks out in the restaurant
yeah.
and he pushes everything off.
Yeah.
And there's like
I
two
was
forks.
like, yeah, there was like a fork and like one glass on the floor. I was like, I watched like an entire
a
table
lot of
go
stuff
down.
fall. I heard those like plastic plates hit the ground, so it's like,
And I was like, okay, so we're gonna see the no mess. What?
yeah.
They just have Sonic the Hedgehog as a busboy.
There we go.
I'm coming up with all the solutions for this movie.
Sonic now works
Yeah.
at Sam's Beef Factory or restaurant, whatever.
Yeah.
There you go. We're making some good
What'd
stuff.
you guys think of when they went to the flashbacks where you knew it was a flashback because it was in black and white?
That was an interesting take.
Yeah.
I'm not
Sometimes-
against it, but yeah.
I'm not against it. Sometimes they put sepia,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got it.
but like I'm gonna be honest. If Luke was alive during the flashback, I would have figured it was a flashback.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think that is kind of like a movie style.
It's a movie
though.
thing,
It's
yeah,
Like, they
like-
it's
do
an
that.
older movie style, I feel. They don't
Yeah.
really
That's
do it
true. That's
anymore.
true.
But like I think that's how whoever made it was, I don't know, a fan of that, I guess. But
I mean, it was easier to tell what it was than like watching The Witcher.
yeah.
The first time through watching that show, you never know what the hell you're watching because you're like, what time am I in?
Yeah.
At least that's what I was the very first time watching it.
Yeah. How about that mom cutting off a piece of his hair?
Oh my! I had that written down.
I don't know about that one.
Do your moms not have like baby hair of you?
I have no idea. I hope
So
not.
my mom used to have like my first curl or something. I don't know if she still does.
No, my mom definitely does. I'm outing. Sorry, mom. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my mother still has my little baby.
Like
I
your
mean,
first
I get it. There's
haircut
nothing
or
wrong
something.
with
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird that she cut off the hair.
It was
from, like,
creepy.
I don't know.
Well, and I feel like there was maybe a better time to have
Exactly.
done it.
That's where I'm trying to get with it. Like, why not in the hospital or or like when you know he's about to give his organs and stuff, and you know it's final. Why at the funeral?
Yeah. With the organ donations, I didn't think this would be open caskets.
Sure, yeah, they just sew them back up.
Oh,
They're not gonna rip your face apart.
That sounds like wow.
Tim, dropping truth bombs.
I'm just saying that's how it works. Like he's gonna be wearing clothes and stuff, so you're not gonna see anything. Like unless you choose for other options, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna segue us over to the football part of the movie because no, we're just following the fifth quarter's formula.
Sure.
We did a good chunk on the accident. Sam has one last comment.
I have a couple comments from the beginning, and they won't make sense anywhere else. But I can segue you.
No.
The
You
football.
go.
Okay, I was like, you'll know when I got to the football part. So the first part was the opening scene. This is before even the hospital, where the mom is dropping him off at school, Luke, and like the very first line, he was like, "Loo," and I was like, "Excuse me? Am I back in Extraction? Did you speak? Like, what is happening here?" Because like you could hear the mom perfectly, and then he was just like, "Loo." So
You know where to go.
yeah, I was like, what? And then the dad comes back to bring him his jersey, and he speaks normal. So I'm like, I don't understand what's happening here.
He's
so
anxious.
just another-
This is his first movie.
True. Just another time where I was like,
Oh boy.
do I need subtitles for this whole movie? Like, what's happening? So that was one of my other points of beef. And then another point of beef was the car crash scene, and really the transitions thereafter in the movie. It looked like, so I had a camcorder when I was little, and I used to make movies, which is embarrassing, but you could do transitions on the recorder that would spiral out like the car crash does.
Yeah.
Or in the football montages where they come in from each angle. Like, I seriously did that on my stuff, so I was like, like, why?
Yeah,
it just felt very weird.
Yeah, I did some of the same stuff, and I could do all that.
You had like a whole film class, right, Tim? Or something
Yeah, I
like
did.
that.
And
Remember
like,
that?
maybe this is just a product of the time, but I also kind of feel like it was just a product of whoever made the movie. They were like, this is fine, this will be fine.
Probably. I mean,
This'll make
I
it more
think the whole idea
dramatic.
was getting the message across in the easiest way possible, I want to say, because it felt like, they weren't trying to make it high budget or anything like that.
It's funny you say that.
Uh-oh.
The budget was $6 million.
Oh! How?
Okay.
Did you feel that $6 million? I think they spent most of it on music. What do you guys
They-
think?
No, I
Yeah,
think they
so-
spent it on the mom and the dad, but I'll get to that when we get
Is that
there.
the actual mom and dad? Like,
No.
okay.
I like the actors.
Yeah.
Now you can go to the football.
I'm not even. I want to go to the trainer real quick.
Okay.
The
Yes!
South African trainer that had a picture of a guy that was naked in the background.
Sure, yeah.
I felt like it was him.
It might have been.
Like, which made it even more awkward, because I was like,
He had a picture of a baseball player on one side. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, normal sports person. And then Sam's like, dude, there's a guy that was naked. I was like, was there?
because it was very awkward. Like, the kid was sitting there, and it's just, like, right behind him in a couple scenes, and I'm like,
Right.
like,
About
I don't know. I feel like you'd want to, like, see pictures of clients, not naked people, but whatever.
What's
I don't-
wrong with
I don't
naked
know.
people?
Naked people, I guess, works.
Sam's anti-nudist.
I mean,
apparently.
obviously the naked people worked because,
They signed up.
yeah, exactly. And Justice, he did not do very much work.
I was going to say Justice did a ton of work. I would have been out of there like in 5 minutes.
Okay, so he lasted longer than I guess I would have. I don't know. I still thought like
What?
he
do you
was
think
phoning it in
defensive
comparatively.
lineman or offensive lineman?
I don't know football, so I don't know.
Tim.
What?
What side of the field do you think Justice played on?
Offense.
I thought it was a defense, but
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's
Isn't that
built
where
like
the
an
defense goes?
offensive lineman, I feel like. But
yeah, I was
that
like he
goes
was
both ways.
he was one of the linemen. He was a lineman.
Yeah, for sure was a line.
O or D, we don't know. I'm guessing offensive. I think
I'm
he was a
assuming
70.
Offensive.
Yeah, his number was it was in the 70s, which means typically it's an offensive lineman.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Sam. That's why at the beginning with the football scene that John was like telling Luke, he's like, "Bro, what's up with that number 5?
Yeah.
That's some
Quarterback
diva numbers."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was number 40 for Pat Tillman.
Oh
Yeah.
Now, do you guys know who Pat Tillman is?
No.
no.
So he was a really good linebacker. No, he was a safety for the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
He, after the 9/11 attacks, he enlisted in the Army, threw away his football career, and actually died in combat.
Damn.
Oh.
So the 40 was not representative, but like it was in respect to Pat Tillman.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So he did say that. That's the only reason I know this information. But I've read about the whole Pat Tillman thing before.
Interesting. Okay.
But thought I'd let you know about that.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was a good football fact.
Yeah, football facts with Adam today.
So, John doesn't believe in diva quarterback numbers, and he
Yes.
obviously doesn't believe in doing anything of worth with his hair because it was so distracting.
Sam could not stop talking about his hair the whole
It
time.
was so bad.
It was greasy. It felt greasy.
It felt greasy and fake. Like, was it a wig? Was it real? And
I don't know.
Like,
He's currently got short hair.
he'd put his like ball cap on and it'd look even weirder. Like it just kept morphing. Like it could have morphed into the Blob and jumped off his head at some point, and I would have been surprised.
I thought it was a Bargain Taylor Kitchener.
Maybe.
Huh?
The guy who plays John Carter. He also plays Gambit.
Yeah.
I feel like he had bad hair.
And then he's in a football show himself. Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in that one. Which, to be honest, I felt this movie was very much like One Tree Hill. Like, it could have been a soap opera on television.
Yeah, but
Like
I wonder,
mid-2000s soap opera.
Yeah, it definitely felt that way.
yeah, it could have been like a limited series where they like did it, and it would
Yeah.
have potentially been a little bit better because we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just would have been better.
So the football scenes, Tim, could you know, Tiss? Did you notice that they looked like they used like the actual football footage?
Yeah, that's one of the things I have written down I was going to bring up.
It was nice. Like, they didn't try and do any fake plays and stuff.
Yeah.
Used the real shit.
Yeah, so that's when I started noticing that it felt like a true story because like I was like, oh.
Yeah, and then you put up the two Johns, the movie John next to the real life John, and you're like, there's a weight class difference here.
Yeah.
A bit.
Yeah.
Guy was a unit.
Well, fake John tried to become a unit. It
He
just
kept
didn't work
trying.
out.
It just wasn't working out. It was not working out, but
He should eat some apple pie with cheese on it.
Ooh,
he should have.
I want some apple pie.
That would have given him a bit more calories.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to up that caloric value.
What do we do?
I don't know. Giving great diet
Advice:
ideas.
how to become an absolute unit in one step. Eat lots of apple pie and cheese.
Right?
Right?
And then, did you guys like the quote that John had, right? I think it was the first or second football game of the year. Quarterback goes down, and he goes up to, like, the backup. And he's like, this is why you got that scholarship. Earn it.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't get no football scholarships.
That was very forced and awkward.
Sam did not like that line. How about you, Tim?
I'm going to agree.
It's just like, I don't know. It goes along with your other quote about like shitting something.
Shit in your pants,
Shit in your pants and you're gonna enjoy it or something.
but you're going to love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who wrote this.
I don't know.
Rough.
I thought the whole Texans and Eskimos
Oh my god.
thing, A, went on for far too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And B, I want to know more.
So, my comment on that was he's talking about mental toughness and stuff, and I think that's a terrible example because I can tell you from playing football, when it was cold until the first play. After that, you completely forgot about it. Like, you did not care. It wasn't there anymore. Like, and I think that's just, maybe it's just because of the area we played in, and like sometimes it was cold, but we never went from a completely hot place to a completely cold place. It was either going to be cold for the day or hot, so I don't know if I'm just saying because I'm used to it, but it just felt weird. I was like, that's just a bad analogy. I don't know. Like,
Also, weren't they like up in the like Canada? Weren't they like describing something like up north in the winter, right?
right.
Yeah.
And Eskimos are used to that.
Yeah.
And Texans are from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the tundra.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No.
I didn't.
I got a
quite
map.
get
No, I'm just agreeing with you at the moment.
that. No,
Well, I
no,
just
no,
was
I agree.
confused by like the logic was like, well, they didn't think about the cold. I was like, well, yeah, because they're fucking used to that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I agree, it was a terrible analogy.
Yeah.
Don't use that.
Yeah.
I don't know where
Pick a different story.
Yeah, use the other guy's quote, which was "play your balls off." That was actually one of the quotes.
There was another one that was pretty good that I was just like, huh? Play like your hair is on fire.
Yes!
I did not get that one.
Oh my gosh.
But let's be real. The mother had the best quote. And Sam, do you know which one I'm saying?
No, I don't think so.
I am down one son, you moron. I don't give a shit about my lawn.
I really did enjoy that freak out. Yeah. Especially because then, like, Adam was sitting there petting the dog, just, like, shrugging at the neighbor, like, who knows, like, man?
Well, and she says it best when she walks away. All this stupid suburban nonsense. That was fucking...
Yes!
That was gold. I was like, alright, that's cool.
That scene felt very, like, I was like, yep, check. That checks all the boxes for things that could actually happen.
Yeah, and the dad would not go to therapy with her. She was struggling.
Oh my god, that scene was so painful. Like, the girl, his wife is either sitting next to him or a chair down, and he's speaking like she's not even there.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I can't go to therapy with her.
With her?
Like, what is happening? She is right there. And, oh my god. That scene was golden. I loved it.
Oh, shoot.
And then we would bounce back to football because there were about 900 montages in this film.
Oh my god, so many.
And they were
it was like...
Yeah, but, like, they didn't serve the story?
Yeah.
Like, you know how in football movies they'll do, like, that one really great play?
Yeah.
Or, like...
Yeah, and they, like, throw the football down, like, yeah!
Or, like, something. But this just felt like what it was, which was, like, spliced football
You know what?
footage.
You know what? This was the football version of Power Rangers. I say that because all they did, Power Rangers, the American Power Rangers, is American actors or whatever, like English-speaking actors, and then they would show them in the suits, right? Fighting.
Okay.
The suits fighting were done in Japan. Like, they were from another show.
Oh,
and they just would splice them together.
Oh, no.
So, like, the football scene spliced together with the acting here.
Yeah.
Football Power Rangers. Fifth quarter.
I mean, I agree. From what I remember of the Power Rangers, now that you say that, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
There were some continuity issues, I think.
There were. Red Power Ranger went to my university. Our university. Not went. Worked. Worked there. As a social dance teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Fun little fact. That was not a football fact.
Sure wasn't.
Oh, wait. No, I had your quote down here, guys, about the hair on fire.
Yes, that was a great quote.
Now, they won the ACC championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, good for them. Clemson's a solid team. At least they are currently. Mm-hmm. I must say it, Trevor Lawrence's hair, way better than John Abadi's.
Yeah, Tim...
Wait, do you know who Trevor Lawrence is?
No.
You just gonna agree?
Yeah.
That's a good point to take because his hair is very long and luxurious.
His hair is very long, luxurious, and just okay.
And he looks like Prometheus.
Yeah, have you seen Prometheus?
Yeah.
Just imagine that dude with really long, blonde locks.
Yeah.
And you got Trevor Lawrence.
Sorry, Trevor Lawrence, but you look like Prometheus.
He's a baller on the field, and I'm not a college football fan. I watch NFL mostly, but. Yeah, this John Abadi guy, he is a 3-time ACC first team player, so he did really well.
Okay, I was like, what does that mean?
That just means he was like top of like his division.
Okay.
For a linebacker for 3 years.
Look at him go.
He was even a Heisman he was in the Heisman running.
Dang.
For that 10-2 year. Wake Forest best year. Supposed to place last in their division. I'm going to say I thought this was it felt like at least the beginning was a Wake Forest promotional video.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't get drafted in the NFL. Poor guy.
Wah, wah.
But he was picked up by the Houston Texans on a 3-year contract as a fullback instead of a linebacker.
Okay.
So, fun little facts about
So
Abadi.
did he play?
I don't know. He only lasted 2 years, then he had a season-ending injury, and then he bounced around some practice squads and hasn't played since.
Oh, poor
He was
Abadi.
short for a linebacker. He was 5'11", He even said it himself. He would have gotten drafted if he was 3 inches taller.
Oh, yeah.
Average height for an NFL linebacker is 6'2".
Dang.
Sorry, Tim, you're out of the running.
Yeah, but by like 1 inch. But
I know.
I feel like 3 inches is like, oh yeah, if I was just a little bit taller. That's not just a little bit taller. Like,
Yeah, I know.
asking 3 inches is asking a lot, I think. But
I know. But he weighed 245 pounds.
yeah,
Whoa.
The average 6'2" guy weighed 220.
yeah,
Oh.
So he was shorter and
And
bulkier.
bulkier.
Right.
A good run stopper, but maybe not in the backfield.
right.
Now, back to Wake Forest. In their 10-2 season, they just end the movie without going to a bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
They won the ACC championship, which puts them in a bowl game.
Mm-hmm.
They were ranked 15th in whatever the AP college rankings. They were ranked 15th, or 16th, something like that. And they played in a bowl game,
Okay.
the Orange Bowl in Miami, Florida, against Louisville,
Oh.
and lost 24-13.
Yikes.
Oh. That's
But,
Not really
like-
bad, but yeah.
yeah.
No, it isn't. It isn't. By all means, they did really well. But I thought it was odd that the movie decided to not even show that they
Right.
went to the bowl game.
Ran out of money.
Yeah, they could have at least been like, and on to the bowl or
It was their
something.
only bowl game ever.
Oh, that's even weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Deacons.
The Demon Deacons, which is honestly kind of a cool sounding name.
Sure.
I like alliteration, so
Yeah.
I just liked their mascot. He looks so derpy. I mean, I'm sure he still does look derpy,
I hope so.
but he just, I don't know. He's silly looking.
yeah. Now, did you guys know, we're going to keep going with our Wake Forest
Trivia.
trivia,
Okay.
that Arnold Palmer is an alumnus.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
And he was there for the whole shenanigans at the Orange Bowl.
Oh.
Now, Louisville had Muhammad Ali as their person, so.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got from my
That's all
notes.
you
Oh, I thought you were going to
I thought
have
you were gonna
more
have
because you
more,
were
yeah.
like...
I could have
and
kept
on
going.
with
No,
the
I'm just
trivia.
kidding. No, that was the end of my trivias.
Okay, okay.
Tim, you got anything? Sam?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the best scenes, the redeeming scenes for this, I guess, was actually when Lynn showed up at the house later on. I thought that was pretty good.
I would have liked her throughout the film a bit more, but I did like that
I
she
liked
showed
the
up.
actual impact that they were able to make with her showing up right there.
Yes.
I don't think that would have been as possible throughout the film, but I think right then and there, that was the one scene that kind of stuck out to me. It's like, okay, they got it right, but then
Yes,
you know what I mean?
that's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm proud that you caught her name because I did not.
Yeah, I was like, who's
I had
Lynn?
to write it
And
down
then
immediately.
I have her name written down from the cast, and I had to write transplant next to her to remember who she was.
Yeah, I agree. That scene was good.
Yeah.
Tim, you got anything else, or was that the last one?
Yeah, I thought it was just really weird how they filmed when, like, it's supposed to be huge that he stood up with the number 5 on his chest and stuff. I just, along the lines of a lot of the movie, was a little cringy, but, like, I get why, you can't, like, fault them.
We didn't even talk about how they put the 5 up, and they only made the quote about being the fourth quarter is the fifth quarter one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a running theme throughout the whole movie.
You mean judging by the title?
Judging by the title.
Yeah.
Or, like, they always won at the last second in the fifth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they went into overtime 300 times.
Yeah.
Or 12 times, I suppose.
Yeah, see, again, that's where the actual football, like, footage and game would have made sense instead of just, like, splicing up random people running.
Yeah,
Right.
they had to get NCAA approval, most likely, to run any of the footage.
Yeah.
I get that, in which case I feel like you should have cut down the footage and picked the most impactful moments. But
Yeah.
what do I know? What do I know?
We're not filmmakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's chat about Anchor, shall we? Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free and allows you to record with friends and edit your podcast right on your phone or computer. What's even better is that Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. This was such a huge plus for us since we know nothing about that sort of thing. Another perk we love about Anchor is that it will allow you to make money with no minimum listenership. Again, a huge win. Anchor makes creating and managing a podcast so easy since it's all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
So the cast.
Sure. Yeah.
John Abate was played by Ryan Merriman.
Bad hair.
Bad hair man. Bad
Worst
Harriman.
Yeah.
He was in Final Destination 3.
Where he had bad hair, probably.
No, he had short hair. He has short hair.
Oh, so it was a wig.
Most likely.
That makes it
Anyways,
worse.
he was in like 50. He was in like 50 some episodes of the show The Pretender.
Okay.
I don't know.
Who
Never
knows?
seen it. But he's in a newer movie that I'm interested in. It looks like a sci-fi TV movie, sci-fi channel,
Okay.
called The Jurassic Games, where he's the host,
Oh.
and it involves dinosaurs of sorts. I don't know.
I'm sold.
I'm sold too. Marianne.
Marianne.
Who's Marianne?
Smashing Marianne.
Yes, Nigel Thornberry's wife, Marianne. It's played by
Marianne's the wife or the mom, right?
yes.
Okay.
She is played by Andy McDowell.
Yes.
Do you know who she is?
She was in Michael with John Travolta.
That's not on my list, but sure.
I
She was
think-
the main actress in Groundhog Day
I haven't seen that movie.
with. Do you know it though?
Kind of. Isn't Bill Murray in it?
Yes, Bill Murray living the same day over and over. And then he was in Sex, Lies, and Violence. And then 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Oh.
Steven was in the movie Aiden Quinn in the movie. Steven was played by Aiden Quinn in the movies. He's also been in Legends of the Fall.
Okay.
That's
I
a
feel
Brad
I've
Pitt
heard
film?
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually been a pretty big movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
That checks out.
Elementary. He was in 154 episodes of the show Elementary.
Oh, okay.
And then he was in the movie Benny and June with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like top build on like third build on all of these movies.
Okay.
On both of those movies.
So
So
he
like
costs a pretty petty.
the $6 million probably went to him.
And
And Marianne.
Marianne.
Lynn Garber was played by Anessa Ramsey Snow.
I was just about to ask you who Lynn was.
Oh my god. She is in the new Footloose,
Oh,
The Signal, and Death Race 2050.
That's racist.
okay.
Oh my god.
That one is a straight to TV
Yeah, I can
movie.
Ooh.
Because they've had about 5 or 6 death races
Oh.
after the
That's
Jason
crazy.
Statham
I've only
one.
seen the one, and I was like, "That's all right." And there's and then
Tim, it's
They're
like,
like, keep it going.
cars and explosions.
yeah.
People like that, right?
And then Coach Jim Grobe, which I'm going to be honest, I think they nailed the casting for this.
Yeah.
I looked at real Coach Jim Grobe and I looked at Michael Harding. Yeah, I would say it's pretty good.
Yeah.
He was in the recent movie Just Mercy with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx.
That looked good.
Yep. That's all I have for the cast because nobody else is in anything.
Dang.
Well, at least none of the main like characters, like Stefan Guy is Luke, and then Justice is played by a guy named like Josh Smith. And I was like, wow, that's a basic name.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. Now, Tim, did you know that this movie won Best Screenplay at the Boston Film Festival?
I'm shocked.
Shocked, I say.
Shocked, he says. The structure threw him off, and this is what it won for.
Oh my.
Yeah. And for my final question, Tim, what is your favorite football film?
Oh gosh, I just had the name of it. I can't think of it now. The Replacements.
Same.
Yeah. Gotta love me some Keanu.
Oh, I know, right? I know what Sam's is. Can I say it? It's Remember the Titans.
That's a good one.
Wait, no, she does not like that one.
Oh.
Because she had to watch it like a dozen times in high school or grade school or
I
whatever.
am making the biggest frowny face ever. I hate football movies.
False. She loves The Blind Side and...
I like that one. I think that one's funny. The little kid in that steals the show. And then I do like The Replacements. But I feel like The Replacements doesn't count. It's a comedy with a side of football.
No, it's football.
With a side of comedy. A big side of comedy. It's a dual entree of football and comedy.
Hey, I like both versions of The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
I've seen the Burt Reynolds and I've seen
I haven't seen that.
the Adam Sandler.
They work. Yeah.
I find Adam Sandler funny, so...
So I guess that's maybe my thing. Like, if we're going to have a football movie, can it be funny?
Yes. You would prefer... Well, The Blind Side was not, like... meant to be funny. It was
No,
meant
but
to be
there were
drama.
fun parts,
Right.
Yes.
which I think helped it. Whereas, although I guess there are fun parts in Remember the Titans too, but really, like,
Yeah, Ryan Gosling's in that one,
I
Sam.
know. Like, I've been wanting to
Turk.
rewatch it just to, because I feel like I give it a bad rap because I've
Donald
seen it so
Faison.
many times, and people really love it. So I'm like, maybe I should try it again with fresh eyes. But
Right.
maybe
Yeah.
that can be a category. Try again at some
Isn't that-
later date.
That one's got Denzel in it, right?
I think so, and it has like Hayden Panettiere when she's super young.
It's got everybody in it.
Yeah, it's got big people in it.
So it's got to be good. Movie 43 just disagrees with that statement. I've never seen it, but that's what everybody says on the internet.
Yes.
Anywho, back to the 5th quarter.
Hoorah!
Hoorah.
Isn't that a football thing?
No.
That is an army or that's a military thing. Hoorah. Is that? I don't, oh my.
How do you know that people don't cheer that in stadiums?
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
At the army games.
The army kid. I love it. Yeah.
I think it's army. I actually don't know.
It's either Marines or Army. That one, I don't know.
It's not Air
I'm not a
Force.
military
Well,
guy, so I don't know.
they play football at some point, and people cheer that in a
They
stadium.
do say that, yes.
Yeah, they do. Now, Tim. Dun, 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 dun. Would you flip it on?
I want to say yes because it's a true story and whatnot. But if you're looking for a football movie to be inspired and whatnot, like if you're, I will say yes, flip it on to at least see the story once because it's true. It's something that actually happened. Even though I thought it wasn't the best film, I say flip it on. Yeah.
Sam?
I'm just trying to recover from Tim's answer.
So Sam's a no. Sam's a no by that answer.
I think that he makes good points, so
But it's still a no.
it's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
But I think that he makes good points, and so you could go either way.
Yeah.
Adam,
I'm gonna say yes as well.
shocked. I'm on an island.
I wouldn't say it was the best football film ever. But like if you do need something to flip on, like and go like just watch in the middle of the day on a Sunday, or you're just trying to zone out.
And you're trying to rock out to Bad Hair and Soulful Jams, yeah.
Yeah.
If it
Mama's
wasn't a true
Gravy.
story, I would have said no. But
Yeah. Now I will say like the Body Family has a full like foundation and everything
Yes,
that helps
they
get
do.
scholarships from from their high school.
yes.
That's cool.
Yep. But yeah, so now we are onto our flipper of flixing
Woo woo.
spinner of death. What?
Whose movie is it?
It is Samantha's movie.
Ooh.
This was my quote unquote pick because I picked
Yeah.
the number 33. So here we go. But that did not spin. There we go. And survey says number one answer on the board.
I'm so stressed out.
It's one of our new categories.
Ooh!
Recommendations.
Oh, that's awkward.
So we do have a website now that you can recommend movies. But since this has been live for a very short period of time, we don't have any.
Yeah, I don't know that we even told you guys we have a website. So
Oh, by the way,
we have a website where you can recommend movies.
yeah. By the time this episode airs, it will likely be on our Instagram profile and maybe our Twitter profile, probably our Twitter profile
Yeah.
as well. So we might just have to ask some random stranger in a crowd, but probably not a crowd because of the
we
time.
just respin?
Sam, what's up with you and respinning?
Because this is one of the few places where I feel like you should respin because I don't actually have a recommendation.
I'll do it with a 2/3 vote. Tim.
I don't know.
Or do you think we should find some random person to recommend something?
Or just
But we
like
did
a
have
family
one
member or
recommendation from a
something.
friend.
Yeah, I feel like we could find a recommendation.
All right.
Sam trying to get out of the recommendation.
Well,
trying to
no,
get
it
out,
wasn't
but I
really a recommendation. That's
It was
why.
a recommendation. I can have him send it in.
Yes,
I'll have
please
him.
have him submit the form.
Okay, I will. So yeah, next time on Flipper Flix, there will be a recommendation that Sam was totally given way before this episode. Also, please recommend movies for us.
Yes.
Costs nothing for you.
And in case we land on this category, then you won't have to listen to us backpedal for 5 minutes about
Yeah,
it.
this is true.
We'll just have one.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Football is out, Tim. Give us some football terms. You played.
Set, hike,
Like tight ends and you cannot lie.
there you go.
Easy.